handstands and they don't even realize how freaking much work it actually is. Not even work, but just knowing your body. So I want to talk to you and give you a few tips about handstand. I personally did handstand course where I learned from 3 teachers: a yoga teacher, a capoeira, and a gymnast teacher. And all these different people have very different views on it. So I want to give you a bit of I want to give you a few tips from, I don't know capoeira that much and neither gymnast, but I want to give you different views on it. And about my personal story with handstands. So in the beginning I was struggling a lot with my wrists. My wrists were definitely not strong enough for it. So what I'll give you first of all is some wrist exercises to strengthen them. And we'll go through different body parts, like moving from down to up. Shoulders as well need to be strengthened. You need to be able to really straighten your back. I will go deeper into this actually in a separate video, because I did therapeutic hatha yoga teacher training where we looked at the myofascial system. And so in the myofascial system you talk about lower and upper cross syndrome, and these are the extremes, like pathological extremes, but in handstands you're actually working exactly on these 2 areas. So I'll go more into detail in a separate video, but what you're basically trying to do is you're trying to tilt the pelvis backwards and pull the chin back. And by this, as you see, I can straighten my back, because you really have to keep your whole body in one line in a handstand. So I'll go more into details with the muscles and anatomy in a separate video, but now I want to concentrate on these handstands. I had to strengthen my wrists, get control of the rest of my body, and let's jump right into it. So first thing is not only strengthening your wrists but also improving their mobility. Like some people are not able to do this 90-degree stand with their hands, then obviously you won't be able to handstand then. So what I suggest doing is coming on to your palms and then moving forward, backward, while the whole time you're keeping your palms on the ground. Like this. And then comes the fun part. You start turning your hands around. You can turn it around the whole way. So then you can stretch a bit your flexors as well. And then you want to stretch this side, the extensors. It's the same thing, you're trying to keep your hands on the ground. And then move backwards. Nice. You can do like 20 rounds of each and just see how it feels. Just make sure the whole time you're pushing the ground away with your hands. And I used to do this, well, not only this, but also the strengthening part every day to get my wrists really strong. So the strengthening part, as I learned in this course from the gymnast, looked like this. You're pushing more of your weight forward, the more your wrists can bear. So they were even doing it in a plank. I can't even move my hands then, but yes. So they were doing this and then keeping their palms on the ground. They want to hold around. So you can target different muscles along your forearm by doing this little round. Nice. Or a beautiful exercise I learned from Peter Palli. You can check him out and definitely do his wrist online wrist course. you can use tennis balls. So you're more in control, you're not putting weight already on your wrists. So here, make sure you're pushing into the tennis balls and then do this flexion, extension. You can do this supination, pronation. And you can do this side to side movement. I think it's abduction, adduction here too, but okay. And then you can connect it all. Make sure you're still pushing into the balls and you're only moving your wrists, okay? Don't move like the whole lower arms, just the wrists. And this will definitely help you strengthen your wrists. Then moving on, I personally always have to take care of my elbows, so like activate my biceps, triceps more, so I don't go into hyperextension because I don't even feel it. It's it's not easy to be so flexible actually. Then moving on to the shoulders, I like to use these straps. So I do a lot of yoga personally, and that means a lot of chaturangas, so pushing away like this. So I definitely need to work more on pulling, like really strengthening my back muscles, pulling this way as well. So I would use these straps to be pulling upwards, forward, and I would use a door handle. So just put this against the door handle and then be pulling in both directions that I won't show right now. So this will help to strengthen your shoulders. Once again, just see how it goes. Don't overdo it in the beginning. I believe in consistency, like do all of these exercises daily if you really want to improve. Next thing will be, so from the gymnast we learned 3 exercises we should always do. I'll show you these. So he showed us this squat, I hope you can see me, against the wall. Like this. So you push your back to the wall, you get your thighs parallel to the ground, and then you bring your heels off of the ground. Wow, it already hurts. So this will make sure your thighs are ready for this, because obviously your legs have to be straight and strong as well, and you're really pushing your back, your lower back to the wall, already getting this tilting of the pelvis backwards by activating your abdomen. And if you're pushing your neck to the wall as well, you're already making this double chin, working against your upper cross syndrome as well and your lower cross syndrome too. Okay, so once again I suggest doing 3 rounds of this. See how long you can keep it. Don't have to overdo it, and you can increase it later. Know your limits, but never stop pushing them, right? So, exercise number 2 is the plank, as we all know it. So, I personally don't believe in passive planks, because your body can get used to it and you would just be hanging on your ligaments. So make sure you're pushing the ground away with your hands. Your back is straight. Maybe you want to do a double chin. Keep your pelvis tilted backwards. And then you can even move around a bit. I like this stepping outside or moving your hands. But yeah, so this will help you working on your core. Another exercise I personally really like is when you come onto your knees and then you straighten your hands, and while trying to keep your upper body exactly in one line with your legs, tilting your pelvis backwards, doing a double chin. You can lean more and more backwards. So this will also help you activating your core. Beautiful. And the third exercise from the gymnast was this beauty. When you lay down on your back, this was my favorite one, I practiced this a lot. You keep your hands on the ground, and the most important here will be to really push your lower back down to the ground, okay? So you can just straighten your legs, and then slowly, as you exhale, lower your legs down, but only lower it down as long as your lower back is pushed against the ground, okay? Keep your feet pointed. You can do a double chin, even pushing the back of your neck into the ground. So you're already practicing at every side. I think, yeah, we were even pushing our arms up, as if you're trying to reach upwards with your arms. So we already got the whole idea of pushing our arms away as well. Nice. Okay. So your core should be more active after these exercises. Then another exercise, not from this course, but one I really like to practice this in a more stable way, is to come onto your tummy. And then you're gonna actually place your forehead on the ground, then reach out forward with your arms. And here you can actually focus on your butt, because you will have to squeeze your butt to tilt your pelvis backwards, right? And yeah, in this exercise you can really focus on your butt. And do a double chin, push your chin backwards, and really try to reach forward with your arms. And you can push the back of your feet into the ground as well. So you're really activating, I can already feel activating so many different muscles. Okay, and in general, when you're contracting muscles, it's always better to contract them fully and keep it there for some time, and even do less rounds than doing hundreds and hundreds of repetitions of not activating your muscles fully. Because if you fully activate them, then yeah, it's also gonna be better for recovery. So these were mostly the exercises of the gymnast, and I'll show you how he came up into a handstand. So his idea was that, not his idea, but in the gymnast world, the idea is that you're already having, see, if you come up from this position, then one of your legs, your upper body and your arms are already in the position. You're already taking care of your pelvis, pushing your chin backwards, and then all you have to do is come up from there. And obviously do it on the other side as well. So I think that's a beautiful idea. And obviously in the beginning, practice against the wall. So this was his exercise. Then capoeira, the capoeira teacher obviously liked to play around more. With him we practiced a lot of cartwheels. I don't know if you have the space for this, but I think you know what I mean. And he would even help us stay up in the handstand, coming into it from a cartwheel, because that's how they do it in capoeira mostly. But since I'm personally more into gymnastics and yoga, I'll focus on that in this video. And then in yoga, I actually noticed that my handstands improved a lot when I started doing Ashtanga more regularly. And after Ashtanga class, I could really even keep my handstand on my own. I'm still not sure 100% what it was. There's a lot of forward falls in Ashtanga. And in many of the poses, we do downward dog a lot. And downward dog is a beautiful preparatory pose for handstands because you're already pushing your chin backwards. You're pushing the ground away with your hands. So you are getting like half of your body already in a handstand. And in Ashtanga, when you do the sun salutations, you can actually even jump forward into this half handstand and then come down into a squat. So in a playful way, you can already practice your balance. And you can do this against the wall too if you want to. And their way of coming up into a handstand was from this squat, which seems a bit weird. So I got cut off. But in Ashtanga, the way they would come up into a handstand officially is from this squat. It actually sounds weird and it sounds like it's hard, but it actually is a really beautiful way of coming up, I think. I haven't practiced Ashtanga this morning, so I won't be able to keep this one, but I'll just show you the idea. And then they actually come down in a chaturanga. See if this is something that they want to try, if this works. And there was one more exercise I wanted to show you. So what helped me a lot is to practice against the wall, but not in the traditional sense of just kicking yourself up, because this helps too. But I think a beautiful way is to do it, turn towards the wall. So you're gonna check how long your legs are. Okay, so then you have to put your hands there. And then you come up like this. Okay, and this might make some fears come up, but this is a beautiful way of really testing out your balance. Only do this if you've done the other exercises already and if you feel comfortable enough with this. Yeah. And just another little tip. So my goal, there were times where I was better at it, but obviously the goal is to fully control your handstand and actually be able to lift up your legs. For this, there are two ways. Either you can already lift up one of your legs, like this, and then from there jump up. Or the goal is to really lift up, just like gymnasts do, your legs. You need pretty strong abs for this. I'm gonna do a little jumping version. You can also do jumping, but the goal is really to just lift it up in a controlled way. See? That's totally not controlled. Just showing you the real life. So What helps with this is headstands, okay? Because the only way you're really gonna strengthen your abs is by practicing this. So, the important thing is, so first just try to come up. Keep your pelvis tilted, your glutes, your feet activated, and then you can try to touch the ground, maybe even from side to side, or just keeping it in the middle, or you can just keep your legs halfway, and this will strengthen your abs. And then you can totally practice against the wall, but as you see, like, even after years of trying to do handstands, I haven't practiced this for a while personally, but yeah, it needs a lot of control to be able to lift your legs up. So yeah, these were my little tips. I hope I could help you or just give you an idea of these different perspectives from yoga, gymnastics and capoeira. And yeah, I'll dive deeper into how to specifically target muscles to be able to really keep your back completely straight, pushing your chin back and tilting your pelvis back in further videos. But thank you so much if you're here still listening, and good luck with this. I know it's a long journey, but you can do it. You can really do it.